Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Continuing with the topic of literary devices, I am here to explain simile and metaphor. And let me tell you that these are the two devices which are used to compare things. But there is a very minute and subtle difference between the two, which I will be explaining through examples. So let's get started. The first figure of speech which I'm going to explain is simile. Now you might ask that what is a figure of speech? So let me tell you that a figure of speech is basically a phrase or a word which is used to create a particular effect, evoke emotion. It adds depth to language, making communication engaging. So, my dear students, the purpose of using these figures of speech, the purpose of learning about them is to make your language more communicative and more engaging. And there are different types of figures of speech, and I have just mentioned a few in front of you, which are basically required for GCSE and O level and IGCSE teaching. And some of them I'm going to name, which are simile, metaphor, alliteration, hyperbole, personification, and irony. I have already made a video on alliteration, and the current video is explaining simile and metaphor. The remaining types of figures of speech will be covered in the coming videos. So don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you are informed about all these figures of speech in detail with absolute clarity. So, my dear audience, let's get started and let's move on and understand that what is a simile. A simile is a figure of speech that compares two different things, and it uses the words like or as to highlight those similarities. And the important thing in simile is that this comparison is explicit. Explicit means that it is clear, it is obvious, and it is on the surface. Very clearly, you can note down this comparison. Very clearly, you can find out this comparison because wherever you will find the usage of the word like or as, it means that simile has been used. And what is the purpose of using it? The purpose, my dear students, is to create vivid, clear imagery and to clarify complex or difficult concepts. Sometimes the comparison is very vivid, very simple, and sometimes it is explaining some complex concepts. But at your level, most probably the comparison will be vivid and clear. Let's look at the examples of similes. For example, the cake tastes like heaven. When you want to say that the taste was fantabulous or it was really scrumptious, you can say the cake tastes like heaven. He is as busy as a bee. Now, this is a very common simile. You might have heard and read it several times. What you can do is that you can innovate and create comparisons of your own by the images which are in your mind. That will be the best simile that you can write in your narrative essay or whatever kind of writing you are doing. He runs like a cheetah. I'm as efficient a cook as my mother was. My grandmother was as cute as my niece. Now, the last two similes I have just created by myself in order to give you motivation that you can also do so. Otherwise, there are innumerable ready made similes which you can find in different worksheets, in different sites. But my advice again is to innovate and create similes of your own, comparisons of your own, so that you can make clear images onto the reader's mind. Now let's come towards the second comparison, which is bolder comparison, and this is called metaphor. Now let's look at the definition of this figure of speech. As I have told you that metaphor is also a figure of speech that directly compares two unlike things. stating that one is the other. Now, let me explain it to you in my own words as clearly as I possibly can. The thing is that here the things are not just compared with the usage of the word like and as. You will not find these two words in metaphor. Rather, the things are boldly compared, the things are boldly spoken of as if they are actually that thing. For example, instead of saying that my child is as beautiful as a flower, I would say that my child is my flower. My child is my life. I will not say that my child is very important for me. I can boldly compare, I can boldly say that it is my life. This is called metaphor. I hope it is clear, but examples are on the way, so stay tuned. Unlike similes, as I have told you that there are no words like or as in metaphor because it is bold comparison and the things are totally unlike. Sometimes there is very sharp and bold comparison and it is spoken of as if it is actually the other thing. Now let's look at the other concept of metaphor, that just as in simile the comparison was explicit, metaphor has implicit comparison. Now the students of IGCSE and O levels are well familiar with these terms of explicit and implicit. Explicit means surfacery, implicit means hidden. So hidden comparison, bolder comparison without the usage of the word like or as will be called metaphor. Whereas clear comparison, surface comparison having the words like and as are called similes. I think this is the best explanation that I can give you. So, through metaphor, more deep, more mature, and implicit connection is made between two contrary things. Examples of metaphor: life is a journey. It has not been said that my life is as busy as our journey. Rather, bold comparison. Time is a thief because it can steal our memories, it can steal our present moments. He is a lion on the battlefield. Not saying that he is very bold, rather bold comparison in the form of metaphor. The world is a stage. You would have heard it in the words of Shakespeare said this, that this world is a stage and all the men and women are actors. He is the horse of our family. For example, sometimes sarcastically or sometimes in a humorous way, such you can say humorous comparisons are made between different family members or different persons of the class. Sometimes the person who is very hardworking and diligent, he is negatively compared with the donkey, who is also very steadfast and very industrious animal. At the same time, horse is an animal who is very quick, very active, who eats and drinks a lot of water, and his diet is also very good. He does fast actions. So sometimes such comparisons can be made, but it should be positive and the purpose should be to enhance your communication. Keep using these literary devices. My dear students, my final advice, my final wording is that if you want to enhance your expression, if you want to understand the effect that the writers use in their language through these literary devices, then you should be able to understand these terms so that when you are reading, you can enjoy the language more beautifully. Best of luck, and my wishes, my best wishes are always with you. Stay blessed. Allah.